Here's a little coil I wound. I wanted to try these transistors with 2sc2078, and they're high frequency transistors. I think they're good for like 100 megahertz, something like that. But I just kind of wanted to see how they would work out for a little Tesla coil that's probably running at 5 megahertz or more. You see, I've got two of them in parallel at 24 volts. I just get the smallest little breakout, and I just get it on 31 volts right now, but at 31 volts or so, still get the tiniest little mini high frequency plasma breakout there. You can just see the smallest little plasma flame. But it does put out a pretty decent little field, and it doesn't really want to draw much. This one's running about 7 megahertz. Just basic Slayer circuit here. Got a 10K pot all the way up on my base and collector, and that's it. So I thought that was pretty cool because it actually does have a decent little field that it gives out. I mean, that is 30 volts, but just to show, so I can like have that lit up. Here's the power supply. Just cut the constant current all the way down. It doesn't really, starts jittering a little bit, but all it really does is take the little arc out. See, when I cut it up, it comes back. So put on about 12 volts. Got decent lighting for the size. But yeah, about 24 volts. Pretty good deal. Using the same transistors as these infamous slot jammers. Here's an example of one right here. Same transistor there, and I've just got the circuit on this little 12 volt battery here through a push button, and so you can see this one's running closer to 40 megahertz, and that's a pretty simple circuit. But you know, obviously you can see it's the same deal. You can take this, just hitting the push button, lighten up stuff all the same. So this is an interesting circuit right here, and this particular circuit is tuned right now where it draws about 300 milliamps, but run this about 9 volts. At the lowest setting, it'll pull about 180, 200 milliamps, which is not bad at all, but it still will actually run from about 4 or 5 volts, and it'll just barely light stuff up. 12 volts, like I'm running it from right now, lights them up pretty good, but you can crank these up a good deal higher than that. So if I wanted to, I could run this from like 24 volts, 30 volts, put a bigger heatsink on there, and you got some pretty good power. But yeah, just high speed transistors. I don't really know what I'm throwing out there by doing this. It's not a whole lot of power, but it is about 40 megahertz. So yeah, whereas this guy clearly got a much better, obviously much better output with it.